Hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And tonight, we have the abominable interview of Harry, in which, just a few words, he reveals the amount of narcissism and gaslighting that he has always had himself. It's not about Meghan, it's Harry himself who does this. But first, I want to talk about this special bobsledding track that Invictus Games designed for the Ginger Winger, with the most appropriate word carved on it. So it will remind everyone how Harry complains over and over again about almost everything. So let's go through the questions to analyze the way Harry is talking about these matters. How did you get the news that the king was ill? And Harry answers, I spoke to him. Notice the way that the sentence is structured. It's like there's an intention, like I call him. I call him all the time. It's not that I was sent a text message out of the blue because I am blacklisted. No, I spoke to him. Like there's some kind of intention on my part. Now, this is important to mention. This question and the answer. What sort of your outlook on his health? And Harry answers, that stays between me and him. Now, what Harry tries to do here is to present himself as discreet. Oh, I know how to keep a secret. Of course, he doesn't know how to keep a secret. Spare is the proof. Anyone needs to know that Harry cannot keep any kind of secret, and that nobody in his family trusts him anymore. So he wants to make it seem like he has the inside information that King Charles actually trusted him with health secrets, and that will be truly disappointed if the king did such a thing. But then Harry tries to look like, yeah, I'm part of the family still. They trust me. So that stays between me and him. Now, you cannot say anything, especially because you are being kept in the dark. The royal family would never reveal anything else to Harry, and I don't think that none of the members of the royal family will ever meet Harry alone again. Like, it's always going to be at least two members of the royal family so they can keep track of what they say and of what Harry hears. I jumped on a plane and went to go and see him as soon as I could. The fact that I was able to get on a plane and go and see him, I'm grateful for that. Notice that for Harry, the most important part of this answer of how did the visit go is the fact that he jumped on a plane, not the encounter itself. He could have said that, well, these are private matters, but no, he had to mention, he had to remind the world that he jumped on a plane and he crossed the Atlantic to see his pa, even for 17 minutes or whatever time he spent with the king. Now, in terms of gaslighting, this is peak manipulation. I think any illness, any sickness brings families together. I see it time and time again, and it makes me very happy. This is like saying, hey, this is the opportunity that we have to reunite our family, to forget about the past, everything that has happened, and of course, make it seem like it was the royal family who acted wrong, who did Harry wrong. But it's completely the opposite. In fact, just saying this out loud is sending the message to the world that now the ball is in the court, pun intended, of the royal family. Because if with the sickness there's no reunion, or the family doesn't bring Meghan and Harry back, then they are the evil ones. I have got other trips planned that would take me through the UK or back to the UK. I will stop in and see my family as much as I can. This is like a threat. Like, I will be coming back, and if my family doesn't want to see me, then they are the evil ones. If next time my father only gives me 17 minutes, then it's going to be his problem. Because I will be coming back because I want to see my family, because I am a family man. You notice the hypocrisy in that? Do you understand the amount of manipulation in such a short interview? And this is regardless if you think that Harry answered himself or Meghan had written his answers for him beforehand. Now, take a look at this question because the answer is really suspicious. How is Harry the dad? And Harry answers, I can't tell you. It's top secret. Why does he answer like that? Is he making fun or something about the privacy? The interviewer is not asking about the kids directly. He is asking about him as a dad, and he just gets triggered. Oh my God, he's asking about the kids. I should deflect the question. And then he realizes that the interviewer didn't mean that with that question. So, no, the kids are doing great. They have both got an incredible sense of humor. I mean, how old are Archie and Lily? Like 2 and 4, right? I don't remember. How can you possibly know the two kids of those ages have an incredible sense of humor? Kids at that age watch Peppa Pig and laugh. That's their sense of humor at that age. Maybe Harry watches Peppa Pig and he laughs, and that's why he is in sync with Archie and Lily's sense of humor. Maybe that's the reason why. The next question is, do you feel American? And he answers, do I feel American? No, I don't know how I feel. It's like Megan forgot to write the answer to that question. So he doesn't know how he feels about, being or not being American or feel American. I can imagine Harry's mind working like this. Why do you ask me if I feel American? We are in Canada right now. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's the way Harry's mind works. Blockhead. And at this point, they also ask about his intentions to get American citizenship, and that's a whole another topic, but I don't think he will be able to pass the tests because he will have to actually study for it. But this was my favorite answer. What keeps you busy? Everything. Everything in the house. Everything outside the house. Every element of the war continues. I have seen vague answers, and this is the most baffling, empty, I don't know how to call it, answer. Like when you have actual things to do, you can talk about them and they are not top secret. You want to share about your projects, what's coming, at least say a few words, a teaser, a hint of anything. But no, Harry can't do that because there is none. You cannot talk about something that doesn't exist. Well, you can make up things, but if Meghan doesn't make up things for him, then, he is not as skilled in that department, I guess. But so, my Royal Roguies, I would love to know what do you think about this in the comments. And remember to download my free 100 body language tips in the description of this video if you want to read anyone like a book. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And remember, much love and bliss.